So today we're going to talk about the different stages that the tulip bulbs goes through, and parallel to us human beings. In the autumn period, when we are getting ready for planting bulbs, it's good to keep the bulbs first 2 weeks in a refrigerator, not with apples, but to get them a little cold. You can plant them anytime from November. I've tried it to January, middle of January. That works too. October, November, December is best. And then we can use that as a way of our own journey through the year and through the seasons. So when we're planting a tulip, it's really, really nice to put an intention, to put prayer into the bulb. We can take the bulb and reiki it, like put good energy into it and manifest a wish, sort of praying that when this blooms, when this bulb is going to open up, I would like this dream or manifestation or wish to come forth in my life. And it's nice to see later how it blooms and what happens to it. I've done a lot of experiments also personally, also collectively, and we put intentions also for the world, peace prayers, or in certain forms, geometric forms and mandalas. It really has a power to create a form of manifestation. So when you put the bulb in, usually you ask to 4 inches down and 4 inches apart, and put that loving intention when you plant it, and put the earth over it, and put soft, tender energy over it, and whatever praise you want. And then know that that month and a half or 2 months that the bulb is in the earth is a little bit of a parallel to our own going into the winter phase in Sweden, where I'm coming from, is very much felt like going into hibernation, into the dark cave, like the bear does. Some people feel their dark night of the soul. It's also a time to do inner reflections and feel what one wants to create in the coming times, or to just take it easy. Some people feel like, wow, it's too dark, you can't see the sun. Like the bulb, when it's in the earth, it doesn't really feel or sense the sun rays, but it knows it will grow, and it has confidence, and it's trusting. And that's what we have to do also in times of darkness or in times of difficulties, is to feel the sun will come, and we will reach out to the sun also. So being in that, knowing that we also have a gestation time, or if we're creating a project in our lives and we want to manifest it, sometimes we shouldn't talk about it. Like in the Kabbalah, they say the first 3 months a woman is pregnant, she's not supposed to tell anybody that she's pregnant, because it's a sacred space, it's a secret sort of hidden place. It's also why we don't see the baby yet. It doesn't show in the stomach yet that it's growing. It's a time where we're sort of holding this gestation in privacy. And then when the actual bulb starts to inch upwards and you see the little sprout coming up in the earth, it's time to also open up to what it is we want to create, keep the vision, and open up to the light slowly and slowly. And so when the winter starts to come to its end, the bulb starts to bring its leaves out and its blossom. And beginning is, of course, it's in a shape of sort of a Vesica Pisces, like a sacred form of potentiality. And that also is a powerful place of almost coming out, of being in that place of I'm soon going to bloom, and be ready for that. And then we have the blossoming time, of course, in the spring, and the celebration with that. and the joy and the beauty, and every tulip is so different, and like we all very different blossoms, and enjoying that and see how it came out, in what relationship to other tulips that we manifested different things with. And sometimes I've created an intention and it didn't bloom, so maybe it wasn't supposed to happen. There's all kinds of things to look into it. And then when it's finalized in its bloom, it sort of starts to withdraw and starts to shrivel up and slowly surrenders. And it does it gracefully. It doesn't hold on to being beautiful. It's starting to die. And that's something we can learn too, is to die gracefully and to let go. Or if it's a project or a relationship that's not working anymore, or we have to move to another place, it's to let go of that and move on. And tulips come once a year in the earth, but of course they're cultivated artificially, also in greenhouses, but in nature it comes once a year. So it's a nice thing to look at what it is we want to have in our lives during that time. And so when it's falling and decaying, it goes back to Mother Earth. It's also good to leave the leaves after the bloom has finished, to let the leaves die until it's all yellow and dry, so that the nurturing elements of the leaves goes back to the bulb, because it can grow again a year or two after. Then one can also take out the bulbs and put them in a brown bag over the summer and reuse it, either one of those options. So we can be with the tulips during the seasons, and then the summer is another kind of celebration without tulips, all kinds of other celebrations. And then the autumn comes and we gather our bulbs and we start anew. That's about the tulip seasons and the parallels to our own lives. God bless, and have a lovely, lovely blossoming spring or summer or winter or autumn.